Hey everybody, tonight we're going to review a fixed blade. It's Friday, so can we play Fixed Blade Friday? Which doesn't mean I don't have any other folders or anything to come at you with. I picked up those Ganzo today at the door, and I think I got a couple other folders y'all haven't seen yet. But why not go after a fixed blade, right? I don't do that very much. So what we have here, you can check that out. This is the Pro Series 4. What the first thing you're going to notice when you pick up this knife, the total lack of quality. Yeah, this is like a choil, but this could be the choil too. You can just choke up all the way on this thing, choil it all the way up. And this is the 4th series, the Pro Series, and you'd think they'd had 3 series. All right, I'm messing with you. It's Friday. Here's what I've been wanting to talk about. Dun, dun. Now I know this knife's been around forever, but I just kind of got caught up on different things. This has been out for, I'm not sure, 7, 8 years now, maybe more. But I just got onto this thing, 5 or 6 months ago, and I had looked at it for a long time. And then we were at the table, dinner table, at a buddy's house, kind of just playing, hey, look at my knife. And this guy said, let me go to the truck and I'll show you a knife. And then he pulled this bad boy out, and I got one the next day, because this thing is amazing. And if you don't know what this is the Ka-Bar Becker BK2, and they call it the Campanion. They should have called it the Grizzly Rhinoceros Rex, because look at that. It's just beautiful. Besides all black and everything, it just feels so good. It just feels, You ever seen one of those buddy movies and they're having a shootout? Maybe the older buddy, he's this grizzled veteran, and he doesn't like the younger guy because he's more of a science nerd and forensics, and he's there because he's the only one that can do this certain test. Anyways, they get into this shootout, and the grizzled veteran, he's got his knife out. He's like shooting down range. And he looks over, and the nerd doesn't have a weapon. And he's like, hey, go get behind the front seat. There's a gun in there for you. So the guy goes in there, and he pulls out the big 44 Magnum Colt Python looking thing. And he just sits there and looks at it with his eyes wide open. That's this knife. That's what this knife is. Just steel all the way through. And so let's go ahead and get on into this. I think I've hyped it up enough. You got 5 1/4 inches of something called 1095 Crowvan, which they say is like 1095 just carbon steel. It's got good wear resistance, sharpenability. But when you pick this up, it's not going to matter. This thing can be made out of something you never heard of before, which 1095 Crowvan I've never heard of before. But it doesn't matter. This thing is awesome. This, all right, hold on right there. This reminds me of this when I pick it up. Now I know they're different blade shapes, different lengths, but just the of it is like this. And by the way, I'm talking to you, sir. With the dyeing ability of being able to dye G10, what do you think? Can we get this in black? Can we get some of this? Wait, maybe? Well, yes, no? Okay, let me know. Anyways, back to this thing. It's just eye-opening when you see it online, and if you haven't felt one, you think maybe, oh, yeah, that looks like something I would enjoy, and then you grab it, and all of a sudden, you're more manly than you were 10 seconds ago. Cool. This thing just makes me want to break things and cut things or break things. Look how thick this blade is. Look at that. I'm serious. I can see a brick laying over on the floor, and I just want to go smash into it. And if I had money to buy another one, I would. Not another brick, another one of these. I have money for another brick, just in case you're wondering. Because, whatever. I would smash this thing up. But this thing is just like nice, and the cool thing is it's only 5 1/4 inches. You can carry this. You can carry this on your belt down the road. No problem. And nobody can bother you about it. This thing is awesome in every aspect. It's sharp. It's just about indestructible. You can look at all the tests. All these people, these people with money and people with sponsors, they've tested this thing, and it's been destroyed and just keeps coming back. It's just an amazing, amazing knife. I'll go over the rest of it real quick. It's got a Zytel handle. It's 10 5/8 inches overall. Like I said, this thing goes all the way through, right into the walnut breaker. Pommel here just smashes into stuff. Sweet, sweet lanyard hole. I mean, look at that. I got 3 strips of 550 through that thing. That's not even an issue. Is that 3? I can't count. That's 4. Sorry. 4 strips through there. That's pretty cool. You can get all kinds of mods for this handle too. You can take those off and put some really cool looking ones on there. But this doesn't even feel like Zytel. This is like the handle was an afterthought. Like the gods of really cool fixed knives wanted you to go out in the woods and just make your first kill. Take off the Zytel and wrap the dried fur and carcass of whatever you just destroyed and make that the sacrifice to the gods of knives. That's how awesome it is. This is so cool. I know it sounds like I just took an energy drink. I didn't. I just love this knife. There are certain knives that I grab a hold of and it's just like, whoa, 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 I have the power. And that's this knife. If you like knives, I like knives. I've liked knives since I was a kid. I've gone knife crazy recently, but I've always loved knives. And this is just one of those knives that makes you realize that's why I like knives. You don't have to talk yourself into liking it. It's not some new weird design where you say, well, you know, I can get my hand around that and feel this. And this is just a knife lover's knife. It's just one of those knives. This one, knife lover's knife. You're never going to find anybody, if it wasn't for the price, if they just said, do you like this knife? They would say, yeah, I love that knife. So you're not going to find anybody who doesn't like that. Price aside, of course. That's this knife. Nobody you know is going to go, well, I'm not sure. It's just, If you like knives, get you one of these. They're not real expensive. And that's going to scratch a huge itch for monster fixed blades. And just cool knives. And then you can carry this. You could take this bushcrafting. You can take it hunting. You could just about anything you want to do with this thing. I really want to torture it, but I love the knife so bad. Maybe I will. Maybe for you. For you, I will torture it. We'll see in an upcoming video. If I can't chop into some wood, do a little feathering, break out the Bear Grylls fire starter, toast some marshmallows. We'll see. I don't know. Check this out. The one bad thing about this knife is the sheath that came with it. This sheath likes to eat up the blade for whatever reason. So when you put it in, you kind of got to jam it backwards towards the top here so you don't keep dulling your blade, and it will start just noticeably getting duller after you play with it for a while. So don't do that. And if you can, and I want to, and like I said before on some other knives, I don't break this knife out enough because I get distracted, and I don't carry fixed blades very much. But holy heck, this is one that you need to carry. This is one you need to have. It's fairly inexpensive. Not very. It's not Ganzo inexpensive, but I think you can pick these up for about $75 pretty easily. And then it's all you need. It's all you need in a fixed blade. Now there are more expensive fixed blades and more expensive bushcraft knives, but this thing is just perfect. And even if you're just carrying it down the street, get you a nice sheath for this thing. It's just impressive in every way. And it fits my hand nicely. It grips nicely. It's super thick. Look at that. I don't know what you would have to do to break that blade. That is just a really cool knife. Let me see if I've made everything perfectly clear here. The weight, of course, it's going to be a little heavy. It's all steel. That's a slab of steel. So it's about 16 ounces on the weight, which is not going to be a problem. It's so well balanced. It feels really well balanced. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, you can't see it balanced. It's balancing on my thumb right there. No, it's not. No, it is. No. All right, so if you're thinking about getting this, if you've looked at it and it's right on the edge or like 40, 60, maybe you're looking at another folding knife and you're just not sure you want this, you want this. Like I said, it's been out. Check out the videos. Other people have destroyed it, broke it down. The majority of the ones I've seen are super positive about this. I'm telling you, I haven't obviously tested it or done any cutting or destroying with this thing. But as far as just being a suburban goofy dude knife lover and loving knives and wanting something that's fun to play with and take out and enjoy, and just knowing I had the possibility of maybe one day being a real boy and taking this out into the woods, boom, right there. You can't go wrong with this thing. Of all the fixed blades I have that I'm not sentimental about, I'm not talking about the ones I got from my grandpa or the gifts I got from people here on the channel that were really kind to me. I'm just talking about fixed blades. This is the one I like the most. And I have a couple cold steels that are really cool, which I'll do a video on later. And I have the Jessica X, and that thing is super impressive as far as just the destructive purposes of it. But for everyday carry and just being useful in the field and things you can do with this, this is the one. I would not lie to you. If you got this and were not impressed with it, I would be seriously surprised. And you could always send it back, but I don't think you would. There's no way. This is one of the last knives I'm going to ever send back or get rid of if I had to start selling. This is just that cool. All right, I'm done. This is probably the longest fixed blade rant I'm going to go on. So, like here, subscribe here, leave a comment down there, and let me know what you think of the Becker BK2 here. And I will talk to y'all later.